and welcome to another segment of AstrologyAnswers.com's weekly horoscope. My name is Terence Scardino. Well, the week starts on Monday, June the 5th, with the moon in Scorpio, giving a day of intense feelings. Scorpio doesn't do anything casually. It's all or nothing, and that's how the week starts, maybe with a bit of passion. On Tuesday, it's an interesting day because Venus, that had been transiting in Aries, is now moving into Taurus for several weeks. Venus rules the sign Taurus. So Venus is very comfortable. And Taurus is an earth sign, so it's more sensual, it's more grounded. So Venus and Taurus you'll definitely feel more of this shift of slowing it down, smelling the roses, taking your time. When that Venus had been in Aries previously, there was more of this impatientness, this excitement, this restlessness. But now we can slow it down and, as I said, smell the roses while we're on our journey. And Mercury, that planet of what's on our mind, how we communicate, how we process information, Mercury had been in Taurus, and on Tuesday, it's entering into the sign of Gemini. And Mercury is also the ruling planet of Gemini. So Venus loves being in Taurus, and Mercury loves being in Gemini. We're much, with Mercury and Gemini, we're much more curious, we're much more interested, we could be more conversational, we're just more mentally alert. But to have these two personal planets transiting their own signs brings in more stability, more confidence. By Friday, this is the end of the week, on June the 9th, is a big day. And in fact, one of the aspects is the full moon. And so through the week, the moon is building to its full position that will be strong on Friday into Saturday. And the full moon is always that time of the month that brings a lot of matters to culmination, to conclusion. This full moon will be in the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a sign of adventure, travel, optimism, but we certainly will be feeling much more open to looking more optimistically to our future. But on that day, Jupiter, expansive Jupiter, is no longer retrograde. It's been retrograde since the beginning of February. And Jupiter is, in some ways, the Santa Claus of the zodiac. Jupiter gives us these promises and these opportunities, but it was in retrograde. They're incubating, they're on hold, they don't turn out as much as we expected. But now all those opportunities can start to really blossom more on June the 9th. And the Jupiter will continue to be direct into February of 2018. And so this is where you're going to be feeling the full moon, you're feeling all this emotional reactiveness, but with Jupiter, you're feeling like a lot of resistance is moving away. You're feeling a lot more optimistic. What you've been planning on, hoping for, may start falling into place. And we have Venus, that planet of pleasure-seeking, creativity, and relationships, in harmony with assertive, physical Mars. So that Venus-Mars, with all this energy coming, breaking through and coming to a head by Friday, is very good for relationships, for socializing, going on a date, become, maybe even becoming infatuated with somebody, but certainly wanting to have fun and bringing some romance back into any existing relationships. And creatively, that Venus-Mars, some passion, some stimulation can start waking up, particularly as that Jupiter is no longer in a holding pattern and wants to start bestowing its luck and blessings. So, before I sign off, I'll remind you that if you look under the video on the website, you will see these different links, and there's a link that you can click on to where you can then request a one question from me for a nominal fee. And the time of birth, even if you're just saying it was early morning, will help me give you better predictions. So I want to thank you for tuning in. I hope to see you next week for my next segment. Until then, really enjoy these opportunities that want to start opening up for you this week.